We'll start with an opening statement from Coach, and we'll go to questions.
Yeah, man, it's such a blessing to do what I do here with these guys and have a great athletic director like Gene Taylor. So I just want to thank my Lord and Savior for this. And, man, just so proud of the guys. It's funny, like, I didn't expect them to be as tight early, you know, but you could see it. They were a little tight. And so we had some turnovers and some things that we did some things that we hadn't like necessarily shown for a long time early, and then they settled down. And I thought CJ in the game really changed it. He brought great energy and length, and I mean caused some turnovers, and was able to get out and do some things. And then at halftime, staff made some great adjustments, and the guys responded and relaxed, and then we made shots. And when you make shots, man, it solves all kind of problems. So blessed, thankful for the win, and ready to move on.
Who wants to start? Killis?
Jerome, you called the timeout 10 minutes in. When things aren't going your way, what did you tell your guys to get everything turned around there?
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that I said as much just to get them to relax. You know, I just thought we were tight, like, and pressed, like, and I mean, we knew going in that Mike does such a great job with his team, and they guard like that first action, like they do a great job of guarding that first action, and they do a really good job on the second action. But if we could get them to the third action, then every defense breaks down, and we didn't allow ourselves to get to that. And so we just told them to play together, right? Play together. I think we had 8 turnovers at the 10-minute mark. Like most of the buckets we scored were unassisted, and you know, you're not playing good basketball if you're scoring a bunch of unassisted buckets. It's a lot of one-on-one, and we didn't want to do that. And so, but.
I also want to ask, when you got 4 guards on the court together in the second half, seemed like things really started to improve for you. What did you like about that group?
Yeah, having 4 guards on the floor and them not being able to clog up. When we had the 2 bigs in, a particular group in, they were able not only to like drop in ball screen, but then also have another guy at the rim, and we were just eating up the space, you know, and so it's just hard. It was hard on the guards, and the 4 guards, you know, made them have to spread a little bit more, and when they didn't, we made shots, and then when we made shots, then it made them spread more, then it opened up driving lanes. And so, yeah, when you can play 4 guards and still rebound and defend, that makes you really hard to guard.
Nate Johnson, did you know he was that close to a triple-double?
Yeah, they told me, and I told them one time to switch on the free throw line to take the bottom spot so he could get his 10th rebound, and he was like, Coach, don't worry about it. And so he's just such a terrific kid, man. He just wants to win, you know, and I mean, Nate has the ability to dominate on both ends of the floor all the time, and that's up to us as coaches to help him learn how to do that and inspire him to do it all the time.
Yeah, just expand on that a little bit. Just Nate's performance tonight just did a little bit of everything for you guys.
No, he did a lot of everything. He was like a plus 47 or something like that when he was on the floor. It probably wasn't a very good sub by me having him on the bench during that one stretch there. But, you know, yeah, he's Nate, PJ, Abdi, like really good guards. CJ, and when CJ gets in his rhythm and you know, figures out, you know, his spots, you know, how does he fit it? How do we fit him in offensively? How does he fit in? Because I want him to be a little bit more aggressive than he was, but it was fine. David Castillo, man, we have Andre, Dre, you know, had 5 rebounds today, and I mean, so we got 6 guards that can play, and it's, you know, but obviously Nate and PJ, you know, they add a different dimension to it.
They were saying on the radio that looked like PJ didn't even break a sweat, and scoring 27. How would you assess his debut performance at K-State?
Okay. I mean, you know, it's nice to have a guy who can go get his shot at any time. You know, like PJ wants to be a point guard, right? And so point guards are judged just like pitchers on wins and losses, and that's what it's going to be judged on. Not if he scores 27, not if he does this. Not did we win or did we lose? Is he leading us and helping us get better? And you know, he's gonna continue to learn how to manage the game a little bit different, maybe, and not. I thought there was some times where he forced some things that he didn't need to, you know. So my evaluation of his game is not on the stat sheet, you know. It's on the film and stuff. And then he told on himself today. Do y'all see how fast he got out in transition? Like he's fast. And so now I can require him to run that fast back on defense all the time. So instead of, he's gonna love watching that one.
PJ, he recently said that him and Abdi and Nate were one of the top backcourts in the country. In the second half here tonight, do you think that really showed itself?
Yeah, whether they did what they did in the second half or not, I agree with them that they're one of the best backcourts in the country. I believe the other three guys that they play with also add to that. I think I got 6 of them that can play anywhere. And now if we just got to help them play together better. And what we did in the second half is not an anomaly. You know, I believe we can play like that all the time.
Moby last year, mostly coming off the bench. What does he bring with his energy just from the get-go starting?
Yeah, you know, that's the thing we needed. Like, I felt like we needed just a little more energy, some more rebounding, him starting. And then it was also to challenge Elias, too, you know, to be a better rebounder. And there's something about, you know, sitting on the bench that inspires guys to do a little bit more. But, yeah, no, Moby's energy is great. Now we got to get him to have disciplined energy so he doesn't pick up the dumb fouls where, you know, like he doesn't put himself out of position. But our forwards are going to make huge jumps over the next few weeks, you know, because they're going to get to play and, you know, figure out their spots, and we're going to learn how to use them a little bit better. But I thought, like, how many passes did they bobble, right? Like, how many times lob passes we should have caught and dunked or whatever. That's going to get better. So their improvement's going to be the thing that I'm looking at the most over the next few weeks.
The defensive improvement that came from today after the 2 exhibition games, just what do you like from that, and what do you want to see get better?
Well, we put them in the bonus in the first half, I think with like 14 minutes to go or something like that. So we have to guard without fouling. I will chalk that up to just the nervous energy of the first game. But I thought they got to the bonus, you know, before we did in the second half also. And so those are some things I'm looking at our fouls and see how we can clean some of those up, especially fouls on shots. You know, I don't want to, like, I don't mind sometimes fouling, but you don't want to foul them where they go to the line and get to shoot free throws, make them take the ball out of bounds. And but I thought our switching was better. Our communication was better. Transition defense for the most part was better. And then our shot selection helps that, right? We had better floor balance because of shot selection. But, you know, it's the communication and the chemistry on defense is going to take some time. But I've seen improvements over the 3 games, and so I'm excited about that.
Anybody else?
Good in the hood.
Okay.
Thanks a lot. God bless. Go Cats.